core principles. I'll start by saying that you can never be fully protected. As they say in risk management, it's never about the elimination of risk, it's about the management of it. You will never be able to remove all pirated content from the internet and fully protect your work. Period. However, what you can do is raise the bar. And what do I mean by that? Well, imagine you have a house. You can never say, I'm completely safe from burglars. However, you can clearly prevent 90% of potential burglars by simply locking your doors or building a fence. And while you could say, well, I'll build a bunker that's 99% safe, that leads us the second principle, cost effectiveness. The higher you want to get to that 100% secure, the exponential the cost per percentage. In terms of protecting your digital products, look at it this way. You need a person or a software to manage this. The more work gets done, the higher the cost. At some point, it's not financially feasible to protect your product. For example, most of my After Effects projects average earnings of about $100 a month. If we were to pay for a professional service that does what this course teaches, it will cost a minimum of $50 a month per product. Some services costing even more than the products make. So you can see that it's just not worth it at some point. And from this need to be cost effective, the course was born. To help everyone, no matter what stage in their business they are, to effectively protect their work. The third principle when it comes to fighting piracy is to be smart about it. For example, if you sell a WordPress template on ThemeForest, you can use the Envato API and have a form that requires the purchase code so people can activate that theme. This won't stop people from pirating your product, but it will stop them from using it, getting updates, solving bugs. In many ways, they will have a useless product and might actually end up buying it from you. If you have a Udemy course, they have a contract with PyroShield with a simple to use form where you can report copyright infringement and let them fight for you. So whatever platform you work with, ask how they are actively supporting users to fight piracy and use the available tools. And don't settle for what they have. Think outside the box. Here's what I did for one of my products. It's called Text Message Generator. It's an After Effects template that you can use and replicate text conversations. In the first few months, the product averaged 2-3 sales a month. However, our help file was an HTML file with an embedded video from YouTube that was unlisted, so only people with the help file could view it. Otherwise, it was completely off the radar. We did this to see if people watch it and get feedback on the tutorial. Our initial goal had nothing to do with piracy, but we noticed that this video kept getting more and more views. Before we finally took it down, it had 700 views from just 14 sales. We compared the stats with our other projects and realized something was shady here. As a side note, at the time, we weren't actively fighting piracy for any of our VideoHive products. We thought, who would pirate us? We don't even have 200 sales on a market with 45 million items sold. After doing some basic Google searches, we found that half of the results for that product were download links and we panicked. We knew a thing or two about piracy, but where do we start? How do we make this financially viable? We were making about $400 a month from VideoHive. We're a team of 2. I handle the training and promotion side of our business. Andre handles video editing and After Effects templates. The more time we spent on fighting piracy, the less time we spent on creating courses and After Effects products. So I reached out to Eirik from PyroShield, a company that does this for a living. I knew him from a call we had a while back on fighting piracy. He explained everything I had to do and also gave me a rock bottom price of $25 per product per month. Again, this was a special deal. If we were to reach out to another company, they would probably ask us $50 or more per product. The math was simple. Is it worth spending $25 a month to protect an item from piracy if it makes just $100 a month? Honestly, for us it wasn't. And considering that not all items are equal, some made just $50 a month. And this made protecting our work simply impossible. Just think about it. You create a product and end up spending more to protect your copyright than the product makes in sales. You're better off not creating a product in the first place. However, with the help of that unlisted video tutorial, we got some control. We knew what was going on. In fact, literally the same day we took the video down, updated the help file with another one, we got 2 emails from people asking for help, and when I politely asked them for the purchase code, one never replied back, and the other started telling lies how he got it from a client that gave it to him, and how the client can't be bothered with such a trivial request like a purchase code. In fact, even in the comment section of the text message generator product, you can still see someone asking for the video tutorial who has not purchased the product. Seriously, you can go right now and see this comment, and for those of you who don't know, on VideoHive, the people who post a comment on your product and bought it have a tag next to their name that says purchased. So, day 1 after tutorial removal, 3 requests for support. Coincidence? I think not. So, quick summary of the core principles for fighting piracy. Number 1, there is no such thing as complete protection. Number 2, it must be cost effective. Number 3, be smart about it. And this last one is essential. It will save you lots of headaches and time required to protect your work if you set in place a system that makes illegal usage of your product difficult or even pointless. So as a first exercise, before going into the more practical side of things, think of ways to prevent the illegal usage of your product, or at least set in place a monitoring system. It could be something complicated that involves platform APIs. It could be something simple. It could even be changing your pricing or offering great support. So before moving on, allocate some time to this. Do a brainstorming session with your team, because your efforts here can save you numerous hours down the road. Coming up next, we have the initial scan. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video.